as a very good value addition, that this is the stand that India is also taking, because our External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar has also reiterated the same thing, utilizing or focusing more on the strategic autonomy and not be a vassal state of United States. This is a quote which if you use in your answer, it is going to clearly set you apart from the other students. French president का जो question आया था paper 2 में, comparison between the election scheme of India versus France when it comes to the election of president. So weekly, I feel that is way better than monthly, and then monthly again is way better than yearly. Yearly में क्या होगा? March, April, May. So good evening everyone, good evening to our all offline students as well. This session we have designed in order to understand how best to tackle current affairs. Mostly because current affairs portion is becoming really unpredictable right now, and for that reason UPSC को बोला ही जाता है Unpredictability Service Commission, right? So but we need to tackle that. We can't challenge UPSC's pattern that has already been challenged, and you've seen the result of that, right? But we need to upgrade our skill set in order to best match what UPSC is demanding out of us, in not complaining etc. अब सब हमें side में रखना पड़ेगा, and we need to tackle the especially current affairs in such a manner that we tackle prelims, we also tackle mains, and we also tackle interview in a very integrated kind of manner. So I, Dimple Chauhan, who I'm currently the faculty of Samachar Manthan course in Civils Daily, and that particularly that is designed in such a manner that you best tackle current affairs in an integrated manner. So first I'm going to present the strategy as in how to best cover current affairs in a holistic manner, and then we'll engage in a one-to-one discussion. So first, before jumping into understanding what current affairs demands out of us, you need to analyze for yourself the pain point areas for you, whether you have these kind of gaps in your current preparation, because I believe most of you have already given 1 or 2 attempts or are preparing for the next year. Be it whatever is the scenario, you need to first do a SWOT analysis for yourself. If you have attempted this year's prelims, then analyze your performance in this year's prelims. And if you're clearing this year's cutoff, the last year का भी cutoff के आसपास अगर आपका score है, well and good, really happy for you. But even then you need to do a SWOT analysis for yourself, because that will give you cues as to how best to prepare for mains examination. Because कई बार mains में question आते हैं pre-K. You must have seen previously ease of doing business report coming in prelims, and then same report was asked in that year's mains also, or the next year's mains. So that always gives you cues, prelims के questions. तो अभी ऐसा नहीं है कि प्री हो गया तो उसे भूल जाना है. करंट अफेयर से यू नीड टू टेक क्यूज. और इफ यू हैव नॉट अटेम्प्टेड दिस ईयर्स प्रीलिम्स, देन यू मेक अ स्वॉट एनालिसिस, डू अ स्वॉट एनालिसिस ऑफ योर past mocks etc., and then understand where does this problem lie. If this problem is lying in the current affairs area, then this session is going to be really fruitful for you, and do ask me questions at the later half. So understand what kind of gaps you have, whether it is the awareness gap or whether it is the excessiveness gap. If people who are being veterans or who are in the middle of their preparation right now, they will mostly face this excessiveness gap, that you have extreme amount of content, extreme amount of magazines piling up on your desks, and you're not able to revise them. You're not able to make use of any given information, either for prelims or also for mains. या फिर अगर आपका न्यूज़पेपर भी है, you have made hundreds and thousands of notes, you are not able to compile them, revise them totally. Then if you have done this excessiveness gap नहीं है, even if you have made good notes, then you are not revising them properly, or you are not testing yourself in a timely manner, be both for prelims and mains. Or is there an understanding gap in the first place, that because no background is given in the newspaper में standalone news आ जाएगी. Let's say Russia Ukraine crisis हो रहा है, although it has now been taking place for a long time, but standalone news items will not make you understand the whole issue. Like last week there was a news item regarding decoupling versus de-risking that we had taken in the last Samachar Manthan lecture. तो वहाँ पे वो सिर्फ न्यूज़ आर्टिकल था decoupling versus de-risking. But to understand that particular news item, you had to go back in history and understand the whole relation between China, USA. What was the stand during the Trump administration? What is the stand now in the Biden administration? And what are the things which are actually provoke or which are actually pushing USA in order to take this de-risking stand instead of a decoupling stand? So क्यों change हुआ? Many such things are there which we had discussed in the last lecture, like Iran, Saudi Arabia peace deal, or China trying to broker peace between Russia, Ukraine. There are many such things which are taking place. So you also need to see whether there's an understanding gap in the current affairs, or whether you are not doing this smart work. You're only studying and studying, but आप smart work नहीं कर रहे हो. You're not maybe analyzing. अब यहाँ पे हमने simple सा एक smart तरीका लिखा है, SWOT analysis. You need to understand first where does your strength lie, where does your weakness lie, what are the opportunities right in front of you, and what are some threats which you're absolutely afraid of. And this threat particularly could be your current affair area, which is sort of a gray zone, because current affairs syllabus is literally not defined anywhere, and everything under the sun can come under the ambit of current affairs. Like this year, if you have seen 2023 paper, they have asked so many questions from the animal kingdom, and you generally don't expect those kind of questions. People are actually starting to hate squirrels, etc., because itne sare question aa gaye, and you actually don't think in that manner that UPSC is going to ask you such question. Or the importance of international relations is increasing, etc. So maybe you're not doing this smart work, or you're not analyzing that what are the different issues which are lying in your current preparation. So that you have to understand on your own. Now let's see that what is the changing pattern of current affairs trend over the years. Earlier, it was, at that time, it must have been tougher for those aspirants also, like if we talk about 2011, because of the lack of paucity of resources, etc., low penetration of internet, etc. The pattern at that time must have also been hard, but now you have access to so many resources. So now UPSC also expects a lot from you now. But this trend change which has taken place over the years, so if you see 2011 paper, they have simply asked, subsequent to NSG waiver in 2008, what are the agreements on nuclear energy that India has signed with different countries? And now you see these kind of questions in prelims, not in mains, जहाँ पे आपको सीधे सीधे पूछ रहा है कि nuclear agreement किस country के साथ है. Like there was a question in 2021 paper regarding the same 2021 prelims paper that India has recently signed a nuclear kind of arrangement with which country. Or this is a mains question again, why have the following been in the news? 2 into 5, 10 marker question. And now if you pick up mains paper, 2022 paper, you will realize that they are asking much more analytical question which actually cannot be answered very holistically in a 10 marker question. 15 marker भी जो आप expect करते हो वो भी अब 10 markers में पूछने लगे. So this trend is actually changing, for which you have to get prepared. Now you see these current affairs 2019. What introduces friction into ties between India and US is that Washington is still unable to find for India a position in its global strategy which would satisfy India's national self-esteem and ambitions. Quite lengthy and quite analytical, where you need to know some amount of history, where you need to apply some recent developments, because it's asking about a current development, a position in its global strategy. So you need to have a very holistic kind of idea. अब बहुत analytical questions पूछ रहे हैं which cannot be solved without a good understanding of current affairs. ठीक है, so that I hope that everybody is aware of, but even then I've put some examples here. And also in prelims, they are asking analytical question, not only in mains, but mere ratification or mere mugging of facts will not do you much in prelims. ठीक है, और वो थोड़ा बहुत तो ज़रूरी होगा ही, mugging of some facts, but it will not give you good marks or better marks as compared to the previous year cutoff. So like see balance of payments question. systematic record of very analytical kind of question. And especially if you see this year's question paper 2023, if you haven't, this is a humble request from my side that go back and see the paper again. That will give you cues as to how UPSC is changing its pattern right now. So UPSC 17 places this year, at 17 places it has asked such questions wherein two statements have been given, and it has asked that both of the statements are correct and statement 2 is the correct explanation for first, or both are correct but it does not quite explain it, or one is correct and another is wrong, or the and vice versa. तो ये ट्रेंड चेंज हो गया. पहले आता था 1, 2, both or neither. Now the trend has changed, so they are also asking a more analytical kind of understanding, assertion and reasoning kind of question. एक तरीके से आ गया है. 17 times they have asked these kind of questions where if you are not very sure तो आंसर नहीं कर सकते. Even then these kind of questions are easier to answer than those questions wherein you have been given match the column, or where you have been given multiple options and you are asked one of the above, two of the above, three of the above, or four of the above. If you're not very sure of it, you cannot answer those questions. This is another such question regarding carbon markets, and this particular question, due process of law. Now I have put particularly these examples here, due process of law, because this was in news. PNJ का topic, principles of natural justice का topic we had covered in the April Samachar Manthan session, and therein I had explained this myself, due process of law versus procedure established by law. Although this option is right now disputed, many coachings have given this answer, many coaching institutes have given this answer, fair application of law. So according to me, the answer should be C. But anyway, many institutes have given A option. Now we would have to wait for the next year, obviously, for the UPSC's key. But let's see. पर कम से कम आपको थोड़ा confidence आ जाएगा देख के if you've seen the current affairs well. Or this particular carbon market question. Carbon market, in the last lecture yesterday we had talked about this. We had talked about carbon border adjustment mechanism of EU. Therein अभी तो ये एक छोटा टॉपिक था, इसके पहले जब SM लेक्चर्स हुए हैं तब मल्टीपल सच टॉपिक्स हैव बीन देयर wherein I have explained the difference between carbon offsets or carbon trading mechanism, ETS or carbon pricing, etc. And from that only that question was expected कि आ सकता है. Or let's say green hydrogen. Green hydrogen was very much in news and they've asked twice in the 2023 paper at 2 places. So that tells you the importance of current affairs, because what current affairs does is that it gives you cues as to what is important in the static portion as well. Static is also humongous. Polity, if you pick it up, more than 1000 pages, but वहाँ पे क्या चीज़ important है, that cue you'll get from current affairs. Like last year they had asked about anti-defection. They've asked about anti-defection, and this was very much in news because a case was pending in the Supreme Court upon which judgment has come up now. So it was also taught during the lectures. Anti-defection पे question आ गया, and same thing was expected कि mains में पूछ सकते हैं anti-defection etc. So Lakshmikant में आपको क्या पढ़ना है? What you have to read in Lakshmikant, that also you'll get cues out of current affairs. Or let's say mains examination. Some science and technology I was taking. Science and technology mein I had told only 4 topics which were most important for the mains 2022. One was 5G, one was this quantum computing, one was James Webb Space Telescope, and fourth was regarding circular economy. कुछ इससे related था. 4 topics बोले थे. उनमें से एक James Webb Space Telescope आ ही गया. बहुत straight forward, in which they have asked what are the features of JWST. So you need to pick cues from current affairs as to what is important. High impact topics पे आपको focus करना है. Even history, a very static subject, even then you can get cues from your current affairs that what is coming in news more often, what is expected out of you. Last year they have asked about lion and bull importance in religion, Indian mythology. Paper 1 में उन्होंने पूछ रखा है. So that was such a confusing question which they have given. आपके पास ज़्यादा उसका static material available नहीं है, but that was doing rounds in the news item because of the new establishment of land capital in the parliament building. So that question was also expected. So you need to take cues from current affairs. Can't keep your current affairs for the next year कि जब next year May आएगा, then just before the month of May, during those 3 months you pick up your monthly magazines or yearly compilations, because a holistic integrated understanding you will not develop in that manner. Also, if you want to literally be in the toppers list, you have to use current affairs to your advantage. So how to basically find the most relevant current affairs topics and pick points to make notes. अब आपको ये पता पड़ गया relevance है obviously, तभी you guys are attending the seminar and the online students are watching it. So where to find this most relevant current affairs topic? Because again, कितने newspapers हैं, so many articles are there, RSTV News is there, PIB, PRS Summary, all of these things are there. Market is flooded with so many resources. But if you have to do it on your own, then how do you understand what current affairs are important? Then first 2 guides are there. First guide is your syllabus itself. When it comes to pre, very broad, तो pre में इतना help नहीं करेगा syllabus, but your mains syllabus specifically, it has already given you ample amount of cues as to what important current affairs could be asked in the paper. ठीक है, तो यहाँ से आपको cues लेना है. Second important cues is PYQs, very important. If previously some questions from current affairs have been asked, they can again ask you those current affairs again. Like this Mediterranean Sea area is very important. Time and again they have asked current affairs on that. So these 2 cues you do not have to keep in the end. You have to come every day. It should be a habit of looking at the syllabus and looking at the PYQs in order to understand how to basically read a current affair, how to integrate that current affair with the static topic as well. French precedent का जो question आया था paper 2 में, comparison between the election scheme of India versus France when it comes to the election of president. That question came because president election had taken place in India and also in France. So again, you need to take cues from PYQs and syllabus. Now, how to best utilize current affairs in prelims and mains and also in an integrated manner. Pre ka to we have talked only that you need to take cues as to what is important, standalone current affairs topics also, and also what is important in static portion, right? When it comes to mains examination, especially your GS paper 2, GS paper 3, 80 to 90% coverage easily of GS paper 2 and 3 can be done via reading your current affairs. International relations, most dynamic of all the topics. IR की अगर आप topics देखो, even if you have not read any book, any particular base आपके पास नहीं है IR का, even then you can answer all of the questions of IR if you're understanding your current affairs in a very holistic manner. अभी हमने ये US वाला question देखा. Last class में हमने इतने सारे topics discuss करे हैं. IR you can answer, polity you can easily answer by looking at current affairs. Further in governance also. गवर्नेंस में आपको आंसर करना है, तो एक तो आपने क्यूज ले लिया. दूसरा जो आप यूटिलाइज करोगे, यू आर गोइंग टू यूटिलाइज करंट अफेयर्स एज अ वैल्यू एडिशन in your mains answers, because without keeping current affairs your answer is going to be very बहुत monotonous होगा. सबके सब स्टूडेंट्स वही लिख रहे होंगे. if you're not sprinkling your current affairs, and you have to sprinkle your current affairs in all of the 3 places, introduction, body, conclusion. ये तो सिर्फ GS का है. You have to also utilize it in essay, very important, and also in optional. Now you cannot expect to score beyond 250 if you are not sprinkling your current affairs examples, especially in many papers like sociology हो गया, philosophy हो गया, public administration, PSIR, etc. All of these topics, they rely on current affair example, mostly their paper 2. So if you have seen previous mains questions also of your optional, sometimes they ask you that with examples, explain this with examples. So you need to utilize this. अब करंट अफेयर्स की वैल्यू एडिशन में भी मल्टीपल टाइप की वैल्यू एडिशंस होते हैं. तो करंट अफेयर्स से यू कैन टेक डेटा, यू कैन टेक important keywords, or you can also take important quotations. So data, keywords, important quotes, case studies, or also examples for ethics. So if you've seen this year many topics have already talked about their strategies, etc. So if you've seen any of those, then you will realize that they have utilized current affairs to their advantage. अगर आप वो लास्ट के 3 months के लिए रखोगे ना, तब वो आपके आंसर, because this is the time that you are going to practice your answer writing. You cannot wait for prelims to be over, prelims 2024 to be over, and then you will start your mains answer writing. That will be that at that time you need to amplify your answer writing and you need to concise your already made base notes. But अभी जो base notes हैं, at least वहाँ तो current affairs incorporate होना चाहिए. So you need to extract all of these things. Even if you're reading any monthly magazine compilation, whatever you're reading, you need to extract these kind of points. And this is just one such example that how do we utilize current affairs यहाँ पे. So let's say this particular topic which we had taken yesterday, from decoupling to de-risking, China relations, USA and EU, they are both following the strategy right now. This is a standalone topic. So first, the issue of understanding. If you're reading this topic, you need to take history in perspective. You need to take all of the happenings all over the world, not only between US and China, but also what China is doing in other spheres. You need to understand this topic. Now you have read one topic of current affair. Now you want utility of it at multiple places. One news article is not only going to be important at only one place. कि बस IR का question आया that what is decoupling and de-risking, or what is the relation between US-China. You're not going to utilize this only at one place. You're going to utilize it multiple places. GS2 में कुछ भी question आ जाता है, any country which is linked with China, you can talk about this decoupling and de-risking as the keyword, as a very good value addition, that this is the stand that India is also taking. Because our External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar has also reiterated the same thing, that we are going to de-risk our global supply chains from China. And that is the impact you are going to leave on the examiner, that you are picking cues from current affairs and then you are talking about it and you are sprinkling it in your answer copies. तो एक तो ये हुआ कि आपको keyword की तरह use करना है. This can also become a subheading in itself, and then you can write down further points like China brokering peace deal between Saudi Arabia, Iran, Russia, Ukraine, etc. तो आप आगे सारी चीज़ें explain कर देंगे. Or what you can do is sprinkle your current affairs as a value addition. जैसे आपने कुछ quote लिख दिया, old Japan and young India will complement each other in the 21st century. You have used these quotations in your conclusion as your conclusion remark, way forward, etc. Everything you have given, and now you have concluded this with a quote, or you have used quotations of our leaders like our Honorable Prime Minister or President or the Vice President or also External Affairs Minister, any expert. अगर आप इनके quotes भी use करते हैं current affairs से, which you tend to ignore, तो ये बहुत अच्छा value addition होता है. And conclusion is one such thing which amplifies your marks and mains, because that is the last imprint you leave on your examiner's mindset. और वहाँ से आपकी tendency दिखती है that how you're thinking in a future perspective. So very good way to end current affairs quotes, to end your answers with current affairs quotes. Or what you can do is that value addition हो गया, this is the second such way, and also you can use such case studies. Many times we come across many such case studies in current affairs. Like there was a standalone news I'm remembering right now. IIT Bombay had made this water cleaning mechanism by a 7-layer strategy was there. This was a standalone news. कुछ नई technology they had brought up. Now imagine a smart city mission question is asked, and if you're asked to write an innovative solution or way forward में, then you can write about technological inclusion, and that technology had used traditional methods to clean sewage system. तो वहाँ पे आप हाईलाइट कर सकते हो टेक्नोलॉजी विद ट्रेडिशनल सिस्टम, हाउ कैन दैट बी इनकॉर्पोरेटेड इन द आर्किटेक्चर ऑफ स्मार्ट सिटी मिशन, हाउ कैन वी यूटिलाइज प्राइवेट पब्लिक कोलैबोरेशन, मल्टीपल प्लेसेस यू यूज केस स्टडीज at the end of your answer sheet. At the end of your answer sheet, be it a 10 marker or 15 marker question, way forward जब आप लिख रहे हो, end में एक box बना के case study लिख दो. Again, another very very brilliant way to use case studies. And if you've seen again toppers interviews this year, case study way forward में you can write it as a point, or if you want to highlight it, you can highlight it in a separate box itself. वहाँ पे आपने लिख दिया कुछ भी case study है, like Ahmedabad's heat management plan which is the best heat management plan disaster management में आप use कर सकते हैं. बस इतना लिखा, आगे 2-3 points बना दिए that they have actually made, उन्होंने अपने heat police personnel भी डाल रखे हैं. They have made important such standalone structures for protecting people from heat waves. So you can make 1 or 2 points up, just below the heading of your case study, can put it in a box and answer, put it separately in your answers. This is again going to be a very brilliant way to end your answer. So you need to make your own USPs out of current affairs. All of your answers can highlight keywords in the best manner, or some students use case studies in the best manner, or some people use quotations in a very good way, and these quotations can also be used in multiple places, GS 1, 2, 3, 4, essay optional as well. So you need to generate your own USP, that what is the unique selling point of your answers which makes you stand apart from other students. So that again current affairs can help you with. अब इसको आपको integrated manner में लेके चलना है. This is the time when you are going to best prepare for the coming 2024 prelims, or if you already are clearing this particular prelims, then you need to amplify your mains answer writing और incorporate करना है current affairs, because if you're going to leave current affairs, paper 2 and 3 is going to be very disastrous. Static के basis पे नहीं solve हो पाता, right? Static के basis पे नहीं solve हो पाता, and then how to cover current affairs in 45 minutes per day in an effective, holistic and a minimalistic way. So one thing I always tell students that don't rely on monthly, yearly compilations, and also for the end of your cycle. Cover it in such a manner that you are keeping in touch with the current affairs on a daily basis, or on a weekly basis at least. So weekly, I feel that is way better than monthly, and then monthly again is way better than yearly. Yearly में क्या होगा? March, April, May, these months you are going to look at the yearly compilations just before prelims. You completely miss out on what was in news in the previous year. Or if you're relying on the monthly magazine, then what will happen is that you'll miss out कि एक महीने पहले क्या हुआ था. अभी आज today is 11th of June. The monthly current affairs of June are going to come on 20th of July onwards. You're completely going to forget कि अभी क्या हुआ था, and you are not going to link it with the answers you are writing on a daily basis. तो भूल जाओगे. एक emotional touch जब चला जाता है ना current affairs, then it is very hard to ingrain also those current affairs and then to utilize also. Another problem with yearly magazines is this, that PT के लिए, sorry, for your prelims stage, you are going to rely on yearly compilations, and then again for your mains you are going to rely on yearly compilations which are focusing on mains. तो होगा क्या? Only factual information you have read during your prelim stage, and then again you are reading the same information from the perspective of mains. Duplication of efforts which can easily be removed out of monthly magazine. And monthly magazine जो अगर आप कर रहे हो, तो then the best way is to do a weekly current affairs in a weekly fashion. So like समाचार मंथन में हम यही try करते हैं that around 40 to 45 odd topics we take of both prelims and mains, and we understand them in an integrated manner, that even if you are doing a mains topic, you pick up factual content for prelims, or even if you're doing your prelims topic, then you can incorporate it in your mains answers. So you need to keep it in a very integrated manner. Weekly basis पे ऐसा करो कि दिन का 45 minutes भी निकाल दिया. Like Samachar Manthal lecture goes around 4 to 5 hours, but that completely covers your weekly current affairs in a very holistic manner. On that basis only I had written my last year mains examination with constantly working here, and I had not gotten any amount of preparation for myself. Time नहीं था, सिर्फ समाचार मंथन की basis पे whatever marks have come, otherwise वो भी नहीं आते. But now you guys have this advantage of time, so you can use it to your advantage कि weekly basis पे you're doing it and reading one topic from the perspective of prelims also, from the perspective of mains also. Holistic and minimalistic way, not flocking to many sources, sticking to one sources where everything is compiled and given to you. You don't want to reinvent the whole cycle. You want to, जो आपको compilation मिल गया है, उसको कैसे best utilize करना है, or even if you're doing it on your own, so making notes etc. in such a manner कि multiple जगह उसकी utility हो. So this is one such example which I had given कि mains के topics कैसे आते हैं. Then this is the kind of compilation for prelims topic, like combined maritime forces, UAE has withdrawn from it. So prelim specific topics are also given in a tabular manner for you to easily remember such things. And again, mains related explanations are also given. और अगर यहाँ पे भी स्टूडेंट्स को इश्यू होता है कि नोट्स, हाउ टू मेक नोट्स आउट ऑफ इट एट्सेट्रा, बिकॉज अगेन whatever compilations are given to you weekly, monthly, yearly, you need to make your own notes, because ठीक है prelims में आप पढ़ लोगे, but mains में you need to make your own notes. So for that also यहाँ पे जो compilation है, this is given at the end of every month solely for the advantage in prelims, solely for the utility of prelims, that whatever news articles were there in the whole month, these are compiled again in such a way that only the facts are written, which can be readily revised. And even if you are making your own notes, so I had brought my own diary with myself in which I used to make notes कि यहाँ पे एक page में around 20 news items I used to put of all of the magazines I was referring to, be it yearly, be it monthly compilation, or even Samachar Manthan. So in one diary, a whole 1 year's current affair can be compiled, and this diary again can serve you as a fodder material for your mains examination. Some report you must have compiled, that report can easily come in the introduction part of your mains answer, or some case study you have written. तो आपको duplication of effort वो remove करना है, smart work करना है, right? So I have also undertaken, I had taken a seminar separately on note making, how to best make notes out of it. Even the Samachar Manthan students, I constantly ask you to make micro notes. Don't rely on any bulky material or any toppers material. You need that I'm going to answer that. Note making, देखो कुछ भी अगर हो ना, आपको कितने भी sources available हो जाएं, you need to make your own notes. Pre में चलो आप ठीक है कर सकते हो, mains on the basis of anybody else's notes, you'll not be able to crack mains out of that, because you need to understand for yourself आपका किस portion में आपको क्या utility चाहिए. So with that I have given examples also over here. These were my specific pre-notes. In 2022 I had cleared the prelims cut off by a very, very good margin, so around 111.78, this was my exact score in prelims 2022, which I had solved, which I had cracked only on the basis of again 2 weeks of efforts. सिर्फ समाचार मंथन I was teaching and static notes revise करे थे, and I had relied on 2021's diary for कुछ current affairs होते हैं जो repetitive होते हैं, तो वो यहाँ से देख लिया था. अदर देन दैट आई हैड नॉट फ्लॉक्ड टू एनी कंपाइलेशंस और एनीथिंग. अब अगर आप एक जगह कंसोलिडेट करके रखोगे, इफ यू कंसोलिडेट इट इन सच अ मैनर दैट लाइक दीज आर द रिपोर्ट्स, these reports can actually become the fodder material for your mains examination. और committees etc. और these are standalone news items. Like अब समाचार मंथन का आया, CMF हमने देखा, Combined Maritime Forces. You simply write what is CMF, who brought it, is India member, no, who are the important members, so around 30 members are there, don't have to remember everyone. US, UK etc. लिख दो, चाइना है या नहीं वो पता कर लो, that is it. Which area it is functioning, UAE has recently withdrawn from it. तो 3-4 पॉइंट्स ही होंगे किसी भी न्यूज़ आर्टिकल में which are important for you from the perspective of prelims. Only that should go in your note making, be it any kind of compilation you are picking up from the market. इतना ही आपको रखना है, right? Like these are some other examples. Blue flag beaches, these are my 2021 notes, ठीक है, तो अभी तो और add up हो गए होंगे. Then these are the mains notes कि आपको mains में current affairs etc. कैसे utilize करना है. Like this is the inclusive growth का अगर topic है, very static topic, but you need to do value additions from current affairs now. So value addition आप reports डाल सकते हैं, ठीक है. So I guess I have put a report. यहाँ पे G जो आपका Gini coefficient है, that will come from the current affairs. Gini coefficient although is a static topic, it will come from current affairs. और inclusive growth में you can put up such examples of indices. HDP आप डाल दो, human development, HDI डाल दो, human development index, और MDI डाल दो, multidimensional poverty index. That can tell you कि inclusive growth is actually happening or not. Or you can give Bhutan's example, happiness index etc. to compare inclusive growth strategies etc. And यहाँ पे ये जो आप देख रहे हो National Health Mission, आयुष्मान भारत, आशा और drinking water related such schemes, again they come from current affairs. The static portion is again answered via the help of current affairs. Or especially if you're doing the polity topics, specifically they are asking to write you concrete cases names also in mains paper 2. GS paper 2 first question खोल के देखोगे पिछली बार का. First question is regarding environmental cases and what are some of the cases Supreme Court has given verdict upon. Now if you don't remember the case names, और Election Commission of India का question था, cite it with ample cases of Supreme Court. If you're not covering your current affairs, then how are you going to answer those, and how are you going to expect 120 around marks which are coming off toppers? GS paper 2 में easily आ रहे हैं लोगों के, right? So you need to utilize current affairs in the best way. Like here and again CVC का ये topic है, CVC का current affair के notes etc. हैं, which sorry not current affair notes, static notes wherein you have again sprinkled your current affairs. ठीक है, so these are all of the base notes जो static में जाएगा. But now this integrity index development, this is a current affair addition to the static topic. So that's how you're going to utilize your current affairs in the best manner possible. And for a complete 1 year, standalone last के लिए मत छोड़ो, क्योंकि प्री क्रैक हो जाएगा बट शायद मेंस क्रैक ना हो पाए. मेंस क्रैक हो गया देन मे बी इतना अच्छा आपको रैंक ना मिल पाए या फिर आपकी प्रेफर्ड सर्विस ना मिल पाए. तो अभी से टाइम है कि इंटीग्रेटेड मैनर में उसे कवर करो करंट अफेयर्स को, राइट. एंड ऑल्सो these were some examples I had put, and this is the thing which I was saying, that keywords, utilize keywords, which we also focus upon in the Samachar Manthan lectures. We focus upon the value additions. Keywords like Malacca dilemma, this came in the last 2 lectures itself. Strategic autonomy, again this decoupling topic, French president का example हमने लिया था. He had talked about utilizing or focusing more on the strategic autonomy and not be a vassal state of United States. This is a quote which if you use in your answer, it is going to clearly set you apart from the other students, right? Or some diplomatic activism, tectonic shift, etc. These are the things which are readily given in your newspaper articles or other articles. So ये चीज़ें ना कुछ miss out हो जाती हैं when you are reading such monthly compilation, yearly compilation. But we need to focus upon here क्योंकि generic point से अब marks नहीं आते, value addition करना पड़ता है in each and every question. एक value addition करोगे तो maybe 10-20 मार्क्स इजीली इंक्रीज हो जाएगा पूरे पेपर में, राइट? So this was my strategy कि current affairs को आपको कैसे tackle करना है for both prelims and mains. Now I'll solve your doubts if you have any. कुछ भी question है Saket, you can also float any questions if there are online questions. Yes. So sorry, I had to thoda speed up the session because there were many things I wanted to deliver because first session actually got stretched a bit. So yeah, Surya, you're asking.
One part. Species.
Species.
Yeah.
So
squirrels. Even a question they asked on
mushrooms, etc. So mushroom वाला जो question था, that we had actually not discussed it complete क्योंकि news में as such I don't remember if that was in the news article, but bioluminescence was in news because of this particular species. I'm not pronouncing it correctly, Noctiluna scintillans, which is seen in the beaches right now. That blue sparkle, you must have seen on social media sites also, blue sparkling of the beach waters. That particular news item we had covered in the March or April Samachar Manthan. That actually that screenshot was shared to me by one of the students कि मैम आपने पढ़ाया था, तब आपने डिस्कस करा था that bioluminescence is seen in which other places. So I had at that time taught कि mushrooms में होता है और fireflies etc. So bioluminescence peripheral topics जो है ना वो भी आपको देखना पड़ेगा. You cannot devote your whole time to prepare these peripheral topics. अब आप बैठ के animal kingdom तो नहीं पढ़ने लगोगे, आप behavior तो नहीं पढ़ने लगोगे हर एक species का, but you need to see the current developments कि कैसे questions आ रहे हैं, right? They have asked about moringa leaves or they have asked about Gucci mushrooms last year. So these are some things which are in the dietary habits of people, or these are becoming fad diets. You need to keep yourself aware in that manner. Also need to see marginal utility of these questions. Utility किसकी ज़्यादा है, right? You can't devote your extreme amount of time to if you're flocking to these kind of questions. उसको अपने थोड़ा common sense से थोड़ा integrate करो, connect करो इनको बाकी areas से.
Right. Any more offline questions? Okay.
Telegram channel for writing answers. So Saket,
there is a channel of Civil Daily itself.
Yes.
Of course, we were doing answer writing program there.
Yes.
And
doubts you can float there. If you're a Samachar Manthan student, you can always float your doubts in the Telegram group itself. I answer most of the questions which are there.
Ma'am, there are a few questions online also.
Yes.
So one of your student is already enrolled in Samachar Manthan.
Okay.
And she's asking that while writing answers from the very first week, how many minutes per question should we target as a beginner in answer writing?
Okay, so may I know a name?
Anushri.
Anushri. Okay, so Anushri, you don't have to target a very strict kind of timing for your answer writing in the initial phase, because initial phase you need to focus upon the structure more, or what kind of content is going inside your answer. क्योंकि अगर आप आंसर ट्राई करोगे 7 minutes में लिखने का, you'll end up writing maybe just 2 or 3 points in the whole answer. Initial focus is not on time management. Initial focus is cracking the structure, cracking what kind of value additions can go, and analyzing कि आपका आंसर कैसा है. Obviously you can't write an answer for a complete 1 hour or half an hour. थोड़ा टाइम रखो कि चलो 15 minutes में आपने कर दिया, बहुत ज़्यादा डिबेट नहीं कर रहे हो. At the end of your preparation, you need to start with your time management when you have practiced ki structure kaisa hai and everything.
She has other questions as well.
Yes.
So sometimes as a beginner, even in the preparation, the content knowledge is not very rich to write all the answers for the first week. I have only relied on Samachar Manthan to frame my answers to the questions. So to answer these questions in the initial weeks, can I refer to static content, or should I aim to writing answers without looking into any book?
Okay, so Anushri, again, one very good way to start answer writing is by answering current affairs question, because वहाँ पे तो आपको solid static knowledge नहीं चाहिए. So this I suggest to student कि at least समाचार मंथन के answers लिखो, because you have been taught some stuff in the lecture itself, you know ample about it, case studies आपको पता है, आप लिख सकते हो. Even if you want to look at other places, you can. It's not कि आप cheat कर रहे हो या कुछ. You need to initially understand structure, value addition. Later on, when you'll be practicing FLTs, etc., then completely shut down your books and everything. उसके बाद में आप practice करो बिना देखे.
Also, how does she integrate static preparation in line with Samachar Manthan?
तो अभी जो हमने बताया पूरा कि cues, you take your cues from समाचार मंथन और you take your cues from current affairs and then you understand the importance of a static topic. Anti defection अगर न्यूज़ में आ रहा है, then go to Lakshmikant, open up Lakshmikant and understand that which constitutional amendment act, what are the provisions under anti defection, who's the ruling authority in anti defection. So you link it completely with the static portion as well.
Shani wants to know, is the Indian Express newspaper fine, and should he start writing mains test from now on?
Okay, any newspaper is fine, be it Indian Express, be it the Hindu, as long as you're reading it religiously. And the next question is, should he start answer writing?
For mains right now.
For
yeah.
mains, yes.
test basically.
Mains test से अच्छा है अभी आप daily answer writing practice कर लो. Daily answer writing, you can form your own peer groups, or you can get it evaluated if you've enrolled in the Samachar Manthan series. Get it evaluated, because एकदम से आंसर फुल लेंथ टेस्ट लिखने में इशू हो सकता है, दैट द क्वालिटी माइट गेट हैम्पर्ड. सो डेली आंसर राइटिंग इज द बेटर वे.
Also, Hanuma wants to know, Rishi wants to know how much duration current affairs coverage would suffice for prelims and mains preparation. Basically, the time.
The time again I have explained. Minimum क्या maximum भी अगर आप 45 minutes daily कर रहे हो ना, then you are dividing that whole time which you are devoting at the end of your preparation. 45 minutes on a daily basis करो. Rest of the time you can easily answer, you can easily study even a humongous subject like maths optional. पूरे दिन भर आप maths कर लो, थोड़ा सा GS कर लो and current affairs कर लो. Easily you can cover it completely.
Okay, so
Sorry.
That's okay. Should Hanuma make daily notes for current affairs? How many months should he prepare?
Okay, so daily current affairs notes they are not needed to be made if you're relying on some compilation. The समाचार मंथन स्टूडेंट्स को मैंने स्ट्रिक्टली बोल रखा है, नहीं ज़रूरत है डेली न्यूज़पेपर नोट मेकिंग की, बिकॉज द जॉब इज़ ऑलरेडी बीइंग डन. SM में इट इज़ अ मल्टी लेयर्ड जॉब. फर्स्ट वी अंडरस्टैंड, फर्स्ट देयर इज अ टीम, सेपरेट टीम विच अंडरस्टैंड्स कि क्या टॉपिक इंपॉर्टेंट होते हैं. Then there is a separate content team which prepares content on it. Then comes the layer of teachers who prepare content again and do value additions, and then later on comes your stage when you extract important points out of it and you make your own notes out of SM also. और नहीं भी बनाते हो तो भी compilations are given. So don't do duplication of efforts. Mains में ज़रूरी है, pre की stage तक आप rely कर सकते हो on compilation.
As a beginner, how should Neeldari start current affairs preparation?
As a beginner, current affairs, if you have enrolled in SM, well and good, but if you have not, then as a beginner, do look at the syllabus, do look at your previous year question pattern, and then start picking up newspapers. That's the best way for a beginner to start with current affairs.
So right, ma'am, with this we have come to an end of the session. We have taken all the questions offline and online. Thank you so much, Dimple ma'am, for your time, and thank you so much students offline and online for giving out your time.
Thank you so much for having me here, Saket, and thank you to our online students and to offline students as well.